More and more evidences are now linking 9/11 with the Israeli spy agent Mossad. Now, in this video, we'll discuss just that. But before I move on, if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Like this video, share this video, take a listen.
In the Epstein files, we find two emails that are shocking. Now you can say, wait a minute, aren't all the emails shocking? I mean, there's missing babies, there's torture videos that people are talking about, girls 9, 10, 11. It just couldn't get any worse. Until you found these two emails. Now these are gonna make you go, wait a minute, what in the world? And these are from the Justice Department's website, from the Epstein files, emails actually sent. So first one is to Ghislaine Maxwell. It's from Ed Epstein. Okay, interesting. Well, now that's not that surprising that Ed Epstein would be talking to Ghislaine Maxwell, but what's interesting is that's January 6th of 2003, and the subject is Shadow Commission invitation. Wait, what? And they say, any interest in being on the Shadow Commission?
Shadow Commission invitation. So basically, this government of United States and also Israeli government, they have like a secret list, okay? And that list contains people who will be in this Shadow Commission. And that happened again after 9/11. Why would they have a secret list? Like, why you are making these things? Why you are creating all of this confusion? But of course, we know now there is nothing confusing because we know that Israel was behind 9/11.
Commission on 9/11. The membership list is secret. Ed Epstein. Wait, there was a Shadow Commission? Do we know about that? I don't know about that. Did you guys know about that? And of all people in America, they were asking Ghislaine Maxwell to be on the Shadow 9/11 Commission. So did that exist? What did they decide? Did they affect the real, the apparently maybe not so real 9/11 Commission that we were spoon fed? And who else was on this secret list that actually decided what was going to go in the 9/11 Commission report? And look, guys, at that point, even if you back in 2003, you don't know Ghislaine Maxwell's working with Jeffrey Epstein, Ed Epstein knows that she's working with Jeffrey Epstein. And let's say that he somehow miraculously doesn't know what Jeffrey and Ghislaine are up to. But Ghislaine Maxwell is Robert Maxwell's daughter. Robert Maxwell is not just a generic Israeli spy, he's the Israeli spy that stole our nuclear secrets. And you're gonna put her on a secret 9/11 Shadow Commission? And so what's amazing, the second one is email that I'm gonna share with you is arguably even more amazing. But how is this not national news everywhere? So what's happened to me in the last week or so is that my eyes have been open to how much deception is in establishment media. And if you watch the Young Turks regularly, you can say, look, Cenk, you rail against mainstream media, legacy media all the time. But guys, I didn't think that they were part of an active cover-up. Like I thought they got all their framing wrong, and it was partly because of the pressures and the.
No, the cover-up was active, and he will mention a second email, and then you will know that Ghislaine Maxwell, Israeli spies, they were heavily involved in the 9/11.
Different things that happen, like the advertisers, a lot of more politicians and big pharma and defense contractors. I've explained to you all the things that are wrong with media in 100 different ways, but even I didn't expect this. Wait, there was a Shadow 9/11 Commission and there's not a single national media reporter that's interested in that and has done a story about it. Okay, now let me give you the second email. Also to Ghislaine Maxwell, this time from a guy named Philip Levine. And God forbid anybody should ask who he is. This one's date is even more important. September 18th, 2001, a week after 9/11. And the email reads, where is the real pilot? Whoa, what is that? Where's the real pilot? A week after 9/11? And that email is going to Ghislaine Maxwell. If you don't think this is an interesting story, you're not a journalist. If you're covering up this story, you're not a journalist. Well, literally no one in corporate media is covering this, so apparently there are 0 journalists in legacy media, none. I mean, but it's beyond that. There's no one who doesn't think that this is interesting. It doesn't mean that you can't disprove it. I don't know how you would, but I know what you would do. You would do investigative reporting. And you would try to figure out, wait, that's super interesting. What do they mean, real pilot? Could it be the biggest coincidence in human history that they don't mean 9/11, even though it's a week after 9/11, and you're emailing someone who's very, very likely an Israeli spy?
Exactly. Now, guys, here's a question. Like, people are throwing Tucker Carlson under the bus, especially people from Israel First. Now, question to you guys, like Mark Levine and Ben Shapiro, what do you have to say about these emails? What is a pilot, secret commission, 9/11 commission? Like, can you answer me? They cannot. This is beyond any shadow of a doubt that Israel was directly involved in 9/11.
You, it's a different pilot from a different plane, maybe, but that's when you would have to do journalism and you would have to investigate it. And you would find this remarkable and you'd want to look into what the hell was the Shadow Commission? Why is someone asking Ghislaine Maxwell where the real pilot is? But we've got literally none of that from our national media. So, okay, I mean, it forces us to wonder, are you in on it? I mean, if you had told me even a week ago, 2 weeks ago, the entire national media will find out that 9/11 might not have happened in the way that we think, and they'll bury it, even though it's it would be the most interesting. I mean, this has got Pulitzer Prize written all over it. The most interesting story there is, what actually happened on 9/11. And they're like, nope, we're not interested in it. No, okay, that's full mask off. I don't trust anyone in national media anymore.
No, there is absolutely no trust in MSM, in mainstream media. This is why people are tuning in more to people like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, the Young Turks, Shank. And the reason for that is because they are the one who are exposing Israel. They're the one who have the truth, quite literally. And MSM, their rating is so down right now. But we are not talking about just MSM here. We're talking about Mossad involvement, Ghislaine Maxwell's involvement in the 9/11. Unbelievable stuff. These emails, like Pam Bondi should be asked questions directly by Congressman Jasmine Crockett or Jamie Raskin or Thomas Massie about this email, how they respond to this kind of email from Jeffrey Epstein, from Ghislaine Maxwell to this secret or private, whatever commission, 9/11 commission they have, and the following email of, where is the real pilot? So a lot of things must be asked to Pam Bondi. I hope that the congressman and woman, they will do this job, because if not, then we have lost like how many, 4,000 American on 9/11. They demand and they deserve justice. That's the bottom line of it. So for the sake of those dead people, we need to find out the truth. It is enough. We cannot wait any longer.